On my 650th birthday, I found with love, honor comes, and I learned to live again. This may sound fantastical to human ears, but I'm not of the human tribe. As is family tradition. I was performing in our London club, and there he was, a beautiful young Japanese youth, staring at me. I wanted to find out who the kid was.
Let my soul fly out of these prison cells.
That night, heavy rain pelting my windows woke me. Looking out the window, I glanced down, and there he was. The same Japanese beauty standing in the rain across the street. I ran to the street, barefoot and wearing only linen loungers, catching only tail lights easing around the corner. That morning, my staff investigators were on the hunt. His name is Toshio Tokugawa, age 28, Fukushu. He was here to end me in retribution. 20 years ago, I killed his brother. I wanted to know him before I took his life. I asked my brother Merneptah to keep the details to himself, and I met the young lord in the Fayum desert. His limo arrived in a cloud of dust. Large, aquiline eyes took in every part of me, and I liked the feeling. I decided not to take his life. His walk was languid and smooth, elegantly muscled. Coal-black, thick hair smoothed to a ponytail. Stunning. He addressed me as Desert Dog. I smirked and led him to a secluded cafe table. There was silence. We stared into each other's eyes. I persuaded the young lord to stay the night, to talk before we faced off. I needed time to find answers. I took the off-road route to my home. I grabbed his leather duffel as we climbed the long stairway to where my home sat, his heartbeat rapid. Fear and exertion. Wind freed the waist-length black hair. He noticed 2 distant homes. Those are my father's and brother's houses. He asked, "You live close to your family?" "Of course I do, little one. They are my life." Dinner was quiet. I made him laugh out loud a few times. He was still unaware of my true age. I wanted to gain his trust and get comfortable. After dinner, we changed clothes, and I took Toshio to my hideaway, a rooftop garden. A quiet calm grew between us. We trained slowly. Toshio was an excellent swordsman. In the morning, I quietly checked in on him. He was peacefully facing the sunrise. His beautiful face was painted gold by the rays. During the training sessions, there were small signals at first, pauses, unnecessary closeness. Things changed during a moonlit desert ride. I paused, then wordlessly dismounted. He followed me. My only response was to wrap him in my arms. I felt his sigh, a soft kiss on his lips. He shuddered, a mutual need discovered. His scent, his breath, his mouth on mine, and underneath it, no one has ever been here before me. No one has ever done this to him. I will never feel this again. And then, the unthinkable. Dark shadows descended. Toshio disappeared. I awoke in my brother's and father's arms. A quick recovery from poison spray. I swore that night that those who took my Toshio would pay. Our desert tribe was already on the hunt in Cairo. My only thought, find Toshio, then retribution. The search team found him alive. On the outskirts of the city, in an old, deserted hospital. Our warriors quickly eliminated the army paid to kill any intruders. When I arrived in the stench-filled room, he lifted his head. My heart stopped. They'd done terrible things to him. I quickly lifted him into my arms and headed for the nearest stairwell. I heard sounds of heavy boots approaching. His father's killers were waiting on the... My brother and his team quickly eliminated all threats. By the time we reached my car, all threats had been eliminated. On the ride back home, Toshio asked if I already knew. I told him yes. He sobbed. He'd become a man setting down some very old, heavy thing, and choosing not to pick it up again. I silently watched the desert. Before dawn, he spoke. I read Grandpa Sam's diary about you. Is it all true? I said, yes. He replied, what do you want of me? I paused before sharing my truth. I want to share 1,000,000 breakfasts, argue about ancient poetry, and fall asleep in your arms. I love you. As our home grew near, the desert became brighter. I felt the thing in my chest that I had no name for settle into its place. Quiet. Permanent. Real. I know how this story ends. I knew when Toshio's love entered my heart. He would leave the way all beloved things leave us. Not all at once, but slowly, over years. Even in my unending pain, I'd still choose him, the way the desert chooses to bloom. Briefly, violently, with no reservation, nor any guarantee of a second season. Until the last morning came, and the sun rose, and he did not. He would grow old in the time it took me to cross from one century into the next. On that morning, I would be exactly as I am now, intact, unchanged, alone.